Hmm? Oh, this thing is not. Let's see. Okay. Hello. Good evening. Good evening and happy Sunday. Good evening. How is your weekend going? Good evening. Good evening. Good afternoon. Good morning. Wherever you're watching from. Good evening. Good afternoon. Good morning and happy weekend. Actually, today we'll be discussing a very important um, title. We'll have a very important topic I want to share with you guys. Actually, this topic has been on my mind for quite some time now. So I said I should share it with us. The title of today's discussion is the most important document in real estate transaction. We might be asking ourselves, what is the most important document when you want to buy a property? What is the most important document you should be looking out for when you want to purchase a property? Okay. Now, most of you, what I'm about to say will shock most of you, but is the pure truth and is the fact. Okay. Before I start, I want you to help me share this video. Share this video to your friends, group, Someone needs to hear this. Someone out there has been waiting for such an opportunity to hear this kind of information. Okay, please kindly share the video for me. Now, what I want to say is this: the most important document when it comes to real estate transaction, the document you should be looking out for is not C of O. I repeat again, the most important document when it comes to real estate transaction, when you want to purchase a property, be it land or building, is not C of O. The most important document is deed of assignment or deed of deed of assignment or deed of conveyance. The most important document is deed of assignment or deed of conveyance. Now look at it this way. I am not saying C of O is not important. Okay. I am not saying C of O is not important. C of O is also important. But the most important document is deed of assignment, because deed of assignment is what transfers ownership of that property to you. The property you want to purchase, if okay, for instance, let's put it this way: you want to buy a property and you are giving a C of O document and a purchase receipt. That's all. Okay, then that property is likely not yours, because what transfers the ownership of that C of O property to you is not there, which is deed of assignment. Without deed of assignment, you haven't bought any property, because that property has not been transferred to your name. You can buy a property that has deed of assignment and survey plan, and later decide to do a title document later on in future. Okay, but when you want to buy a property, it is very important for you to take note of that deed of assignment, because deed of assignment officially transfers the ownership of that property to you. So without deed of assignment, you can't even claim that C of O property. Without deed of assignment, you can't claim the property that has C of O. That is why deed of assignment is the most important document you should be looking out for. It's not as if deed of C of O is not important, like I said earlier on. C of O is very important. C of O is a title, just like every other title. We have other titles based on location, region, state, and so on and so forth. There are so many titles. It's just that C of O is let's say is more rated, or is overrated. Let's put it that way. But that doesn't make it the most important thing. If you go and buy a property and you are given just purchase receipt and C of O documents without that deed of assignment, you haven't bought any property. You haven't bought any property, because there is nothing that prove, no document that prove that you actually bought the property. Because like I said, C of O document is what transfers ownership to you. So it is very important that you take note of the deed of assignment. Deed of assignment is what transfers ownership officially to your name, not C of O. C of O is just a title. Is a title. Just like we have governor consent and the rest of them, is a title. Is the most popular title. So you will hear some people will say, oh, I want to get a property that has C of O, C of O, C of O. If it's not C of O, they won't buy. It's not as if C of O document is not important. It is, but it's just a title. It's not as important as the deed of assignment. With deed of assignment, with a property that has deed of assignment without C of O, the transaction can still take place, because what transfers ownership to your name is that deed of assignment, not C of O. So if you have anyone that is telling you, oh, property without C of O, or that has only deed of assignment, it doesn't mean that it's not a genuine property. No. Property with just deed of assignment and survey plan does not mean that that property is not a genuine property or is not a legit property. No. They are also legit property. In fact, without that deed of assignment, you can't even claim a C of O property. If you are just saying that you went to buy a property, they gave you just C of O and the C of O document and a purchase receipt, and that's all, without deed of assignment. I've repeated this over and over again. You haven't bought any property, because there is no proof, there is no document that shows that you actually acquire the property. There's nothing, there's no proof you get that shows that yes, there have been an exchange that transfers the ownership of that property from the previous owner to you. So deed of assignment is what transfers ownership from one person to another officially, not C of O. Please take note of this, because most people will call you and say, oh, they want docu C of O. You can buy a property without C of O. Yes, and later on in future, in the next 5, 10, 6 years, whenever time you are chance, or when you have the phone, you can go and do C of O title. But you buying a property without deed of assignment, my dear, you haven't bought any property. Okay, so it is very important for us to take note of this. Like I said, I am not saying C of O is not important. It is also an important document. Is a title. Is a title that comes with special this thing, preferences. Is a title. It's just that it is more popular. Okay, it is more popular and overrated than every other title. They have other titles. They have other titles. So which happens to be C of O happens to be one of them. But it doesn't mean that C of O is the most important document when it comes to real estate transaction. Deed of assignment is the most important document. So when you want to buy a property, you should check out for the deed of assignment. You should ask for it. It is very, very important. It is the most important document, because without that deed of assignment, you can't even claim that C of O property. You can't claim it at all. So that is it. Kindly share this video for someone who needs to hear this. And if you have any question, feel free to chat me up or drop your question on the comment section. Also, if you are looking forward to buy a property in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Akwa Ibom, Uyo, feel free to contact me for sure deal. Okay, I remain your #1 and trusted realtor. Thank you very much and do have a wonderful evening. Bye.